What's up, guys? My name is Elden. Welcome back to another KOH video. Today's KOH video, we are going over the update. So everything that is set in stone to happen on December 16th. That's when the update's going to drop. New characters, new costumes, new balancing stuff. So let's jump right into the video. So jumping right into this, we actually, as you can see, have new heroes. The first new hero is going to be Bidavir. You can acquire him through heroic drop rate up and summon, so he's a regular nat 5 that you could acquire. You don't have to fuse him or anything, but his skills are pretty interesting. Like I said, I wanted to build a fire guardian class and more guardian classes in the future, but I already have Beelzebub, I believe that is his name, but I don't want to build him for whatever reason. I just don't really like his design, but I do like his design, so I will be trying to get him, possibly, if I'm lucky. So, Hammer Strike swings a hammer to attack an enemies within a target area. Successful hits have a 30% up to 40% chance to increase glancing rate of enemies hit for one turn and reduce the cooldown of Fury Prosthetic Arm. Fury Prosthetic Arm attacks enemies within a target area. Successful hits have a 50% up to 60% chance to provoke an enemy's hit for one turn. So this seems like an AoE attack. The skill's damage increases when you have greater speed. I'm definitely going to get him then. Because all of my characters, if you know me, if you watch me stream before those rare times, since I've been streaming in like a month, dude. But all those characters that I build all have fucking high speed. And it irks me when certain characters need a lower speed for their stuff to like proc or whatever. So this is a very good character for me personally, especially a tank wise. So it's not gonna make him speedy as fuck. But if it is, successful hits have a 35% chance to increase his speed for one turn. Additionally, if he has 3 or more buffs at the end of the turn, he and his allies recover 3% up to 10% of their action gauge. That's huge. Maxing this character out, that's huge. 10%. So he's a turn cycling tank. This is essentially kind of how I imagine Raphael to be built. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up on the top right. You could click the icon on how I would rework Raphael. But yeah, that's huge. And then Bedavir's Desire. If Bedivere has a speed buff at the start of the turn, he gains increased defense for 2 turns. Additionally, if his HP is below 30%, he gains a shield 5% of his max HP for 1 turn at the end of turn. That's mad. So he gets tankier and tankier. So you want to build him high HP with defensive strats build, and then high speed too. So that's actually pretty doable. You might want to actually put him on Vampire too, so he can heal himself ever so slowly, so he's more annoying to deal with, and have him on Revenge also. So that's I like I said, I want him. Now Sonya, the Nat 4, she's a healer. She's the new Earth Nat 4, so you get her from heroic summons. Plays the tambourine gang. Tambourine. Plays the tambourine to attack a target enemy with sound waves. Successful hits have a 70% chance to reduce the target's mobility for 1 turn. Recovers the action gauge of the target ally by 20%, up to 40%. So this is for Saga removal, and removes all debuffs from them. Successful removing debuffs reduces the dance recovery. So this is a mini version of Lakshmi, essentially, at the moment. Yeah, this is a mini version of Lakshmi for her Song of Removal. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So if you don't have a Lakshmi early on, you could use her as a substitute. So yeah, that's actually really good. Dance of Recovery recovers the HP of you and the surrounding allies by 15%, up to 15% of max HP. If those you recovered were below 10%, you guarantee them increased mobility for 1 turn. If Sonya has a buff at the start of the turn, she increases the speed of herself and allies for 1 turn. Another turn cycling unit that's actually pretty interesting to note, that they are giving us a bunch of turn cycling units. You could probably pair her up with Karen, and she would do really well. Karen, Lakshmi, a number of units. She's actually just an overall around good unit and a good healer to have. So now we're going on to the bouncing in game heroes. So Suzaku, like I said before, he is getting a buff. So Sky Splitting Light, before change, envelops your weapon with fire to attack a target's enemy. Successful hits have a 40% chance to inflict continuous damage on the target for 1 turn. Successful crit hits reduce the cooldown of special move Sky Splitting Blade by 1 turn. So now it is buffed to envelops your weapon with a fire attack enemies. Successful hits have a 40% chance to inflict continuous damage for 1 turn. Crit hits reduce the cooldown of special skill power is increased. So the actual damage output is increased for this one. Same thing for the next one. Actual damage output is increased. And so now this is the Four Guardians one. This one is actually very, very useful because when he would die, you would just get his turn if he was going next anyways. But right now, it makes it so he's more guaranteed to obtain said turn. So before, he would just die and come back, and it would only occur 1 time before battle. Now, when he dies and comes back, he recovers 50% of his action gauge. That's mad. 50% of his action gauge can make it so he goes instantly after that turn. So in case someone has like their unit speed tuned and then they attack him and then they are banking on him being able to not like move afterwards, he can move afterwards more likely now. So that's very good. Another one, the Aarons. I don't really care about them because I don't have them, honestly. But 55% chance for continuous recovery. Oh, okay. So they get a buff in their percentage on which they can actually have the continuous recovery, and they get glancing hit too. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so now they have a cooldown reduction too on their skill. So for Fangs of Tree, if they don't have a debuff, that's pretty interesting. Again, I don't have them, so I'm not really that inclined. Genbu, I really want Genbu. I'm saving up my Spirit Stones for her, so you'll see that video when she comes into the Spirit Stone rotation. Hopefully, I actually get her. I haven't had good luck from the Spirit Stone, so hopefully I get her. But Genbu, the Four Guardians Mirror, before change, Genbu has a protection of reversal of the Four Guardians. When they're receiving the direct hit from an enemy, Genbu has a 40% chance to give debuffs that are activated by the attack back to the enemy. So it's pretty much like a Thorns if you play Minecraft. Get hits or reflect, essentially. Gets hits and reflects it back. After changes, Genbu has a protection of reversal for the Four Guardians and is immune to immune? Ooh. Oh, okay. Transfer debuffs. When receiving a direct hit from an enemy, Genbu has a 40% chance to give debuffs that are activated by the attack back to the enemy. Does not apply to... I really want her more. That's so good. I really want her more. Like, I already wanted her before, but I want her more now. Wow. And then it's just saying the Aarons are getting the increase of damage. These are the new units that are added to the hidden strength. Like I said before, I showed you all these characters. The one that I'm really looking forward to is Merlin, because Merlin is a farmable unit. So it would be pretty interesting to see what his hidden strength is going to be. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's good. The Suzaku balance. My Suzaku's maxed. So, or it's about to be maxed. So, damn. Suzaku's protection of revival. So, after he revives, he now has a 75%, recovers 75% of his action gauge. Suzaku's base resistance and accuracy are increased by 10%. So, he's going. My Suzaku's fast. He's going. And then the stage 4, he immediately gets an action opportunity. Damn. So you killing my Suzaku, you about to get hit like a fucking truck now. Oh shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. Arthur's also getting some, but I don't really care about him. Number 3, added the resets. So use 50 crystals to reset hidden strength that were unlocked upon. Reset materials used in hidden strength or return heroes used materials will not return. Unlocking previously unlocked hidden strengths will not recover. Oh, okay. So it gives you all the material back, but it doesn't give the characters because the characters are still set in stone on that hero. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I thought they were doing something stupid. It was like, oh, you're gonna have to get all the characters back again. No, that's actually pretty good. I could see this being used in the future if you want to quickly like gear someone up for their hidden strength for a particular battle or something like that. So, and if you don't have enough crystals and materials to do it. So that's actually pretty good. Added space from storage. You could view how many awakening materials you have, and you can also combine and break materials. So something we've been asking for a while. Improved hidden strength UI, better UI for the things. Improve certain rune set effects. Assist an ally performing pincer attack. On pincer attack, 50% damage is inflicted by ally. Damage inflicted can be increased up to 55%. What the fuck? Additionally, for every participant in the pincer attack, there is a 30% to inflict and increase damage received debuff on target. Cannot be applied to bosses. Increases damage received upon receiving damage 30%. That's really good. I'm definitely going to be building pincer type units. So this is a good way to actually kill like Ingwe and stuff like that now also, because it will give you that extra damage to destroy them. And then if someone has them on destroy, I'm assuming destroy procs at the same time when you're doing pincer, so you can slowly chip down their HP. Destroy 33% of the enemy's max HP, 30% of damage inflicted, can destroy up to 50% of the max HP. However, only up to 30% for arena. Combined with arena max HP reduction penalty, cannot exceed 30%. Damage effects such as continuous damage, poison applied to the target's original max HP and not that has been destroyed. That's actually really good too, so it's easier to like nuke them down with the debuffs. So destruction will be really good in HOA where they have like the healing shit, which is annoying. So these are really good updates to it. We just need the rune dungeon to actually obtain them though now. Crafting. Added, you can craft 20 memory shards through crafting 3 times per week. That's actually pretty good. Memory shards are quite a commodity that you would like to have. So being able to craft them is very, very good. Reduce certain crafting materials requirements. This is something I'm actually very, very interested in because I do actually craft a lot of my shit. So the expert runes. 6-star plus runes, 4 runes, 8 ancient dust. Now it's 6 ancient dust. Because the actual like runes dust are kind of hard to come by, even though I farm like constantly. Like I'm literally farming right now as we speak. I got 6 from a 20 run dungeon, so they are quite hard to come by, especially if you're doing a bunch of crafting and stuff like that. So that's very good. What I'm really glad for is the superior ones. Now it only costs 30 dust and 5 altar realm, the tomes, the little scroll things. Those used to be 8 and 40, and now you can actually craft. I think they said you could craft a bit more, but it doesn't say at the moment how many you can craft. But yeah. Gems. I haven't crafted any gems, but it's still good to know that you only need 3 gems. You don't need ancient dust for gems anymore. And then for expert, you only need nether. Jewel of the nether, which you get from when you're farming awakening materials and stuff like that. Ancient dust. Or dust, you need 20 ancient dust and 7. So they just lowered the ancient dust. Special pieces for legendary scrolls. You need less void essences. And still same. And you don't need the tome anymore for the crafting of those. That's actually really, really good. They also took out the tome for the light dark things too and lowered the essence. So for gold coins, you need 5 void essence and 6 tomes. So they have the tomes are just the same. They took out the jewel of the nether, and they took out the jewel of the nether, and then half the essence again. So coins, if you don't know, you have to have a duplicate of the unit to be able to of a nat 5 to be able to get the coins. I would only recommend you going for the coins if you have 4 extra of the unit. So if you have 5 total, because you know they're going to eventually get the hidden strength system unlocked, and you want to be prepared for that. So I wouldn't waste your gold coins unless you already have, like I said, 4 of the extra unit. in your storage. Reduce overall silver for crafting. This wasn't really that much of a big deal for me because I farm all the time, so getting money and selling runes wasn't that much of a deal, but it does save you quite a bit. Intermediate is down to 4k, and for expert it's down to 10k for silver coins. That will save you quite a bit of coins. Gems down to 8, intermediate 15, and expert down to 60k. So again, it wasn't really that big of a deal for me personally, but I could see how this could be helpful in the future. So, superior. This is mad. This is mad. Superior runes. It was 3 times per month, right? Right. We all know this. That was shit, okay? Now it's 10 times per month. That's insane. I love it. Keep it up. You doing a good job. I love you now. And gems are now 3 times per week. So 3 times per month, where it's pretty low, especially for how much rune farming, and the chances of you actually getting the rune that you were looking for wasn't that high, and the materials that you were using were quite expensive to actually obtain them. Now that they lowered the materials and they upped the how many times you can get it, it's actually very viable to actually try to use this to obtain more of a rune that you actually want. Requests, you can now complete all requests at once. New heroes that were added since season 2 have been added to the request dispatch bonus. Added memory shards of emergency requests, so we get more requests to get memory shards. Added new runes to normal and emergency requests. New runes appear starting at level 19 requests. Reduce the finishing time for certain requests. Yeah, so some of these took fucking long. Like, really fucking long. So that's actually really good that they lowered these requests, because yeah, they just took way too long. For requests, silver shards increased slightly. Resistance, rune, dispatch. Yeah. Tower of Arrogance. Reduced difficulty of element specific Tower of Arrogance. Water, fire, tree elements. Monsters of the opposite element that appear on every 10th floor have been reduced to a max of 3. Light dark monsters have the opposite effect that appear on every floor and have been reduced to a max of 3. So it's making it easier for us to climb those towers. And if you didn't know, when you get all the way to the top of the tower, you actually get a light dark scroll. So that's actually very, very helpful. And it gives us more content to work towards, so it's not as difficult to actually obtain said scrolls and stuff in the future. Battle turn limit for hard/conquer difficult for new adventure districts in season 2 has been increased. Hard 5 turns, conquer 10 turns increase. Oh, that makes hard easier. I only ran out of turns on hard once when I was doing it, because I was being dumb and I was turn cycling way too much. I got too many turns. But this is actually pretty helpful. It will make it so that we can defeat units fairly quickly. Quests. Certain crafting related quests completion requirements have been changed. Okay, so they're just updating the quests. Not bad, not bad. I already finished all those, so it doesn't really pertain to me. Improved movement between main quests and seasons. So, okay, cool. For guild raid, enemies that have been defeated within the battle do not appear again on your next try. You will now view the duration of guild wars on the top of the screen when in guild wars battle. Interesting. Interesting. So they're making it so you start exactly where you left off, I'm assuming, from this wording. I would have to see when the update actually hits, but that's actually very interesting. New item is sold in Guild Store. Like I said before, a new item called Crafting Materials Selected Chest. Is now sold 3 times per month. Crafting Materials Selected Chest. You select one from the following to receive. So you always want to go for the tomes, essentially. Always go for the tomes, dude. Don't go for anything else. The tomes are the hardest to get. Always go for the tomes. Heed my advice. Always go for the tomes. Ending the sale of the previously sold items. So yeah, like I said before, they're getting rid of the pieces, the 3 stars pieces, and then the advanced summoning scroll. For the ancient store, legendary items reset count have been changed to 20 per week from 10 per week. Yeah, that's actually very good too. Allows me to actually cycle through and see if I want to get rid of a Nat 5. For the silver coin store, The price of rune gems have been slightly reduced. Okay, that's good too, because they were kind of expensive, but I'm not complaining. But the videos drop up rate will be for 2 weeks after the update. Added 2 new costumes for Prey and Sonya. These are the sprite ones. I showed you the costumes beforehand, like the artwork of them. So they look pretty interesting, pretty cute. And added 3 costume illustrations. Added costume illustrations for Fefia, Luminaire, and Ignis. So is Ignis getting a Christmas one, or is this already in the game? I'm not sure. But yeah, these costumes, they're getting their own little artwork now, so you could actually put them in like your home screen and stuff like that. And that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys are excited for these updates. I do like how they are constantly updating and making the game better and more free-to-play friendly, essentially. So yeah, I'm excited. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/EldenDraws. I will be streaming more in the upcoming features, so go give me a follow over there if you want to see me stream some random games, and that's one included. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social media. You'll see an animation playing right now, which is actually over on my art channel on how I created it. So go give me a follow over there too if you are so inclined, and follow all my other social media. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace. Bye-bye.